What questions you should ask a janitorial company before you hire them. There are many factors that go into choosing the correct company. Keeping in mind that a lot of times this company is going to have staff in after hours, and that you need to have a company that is able to build that trust with you and has certain things lined out. Some of those things that you could ask before hiring them are you insured? And if you are insured, what does that look like? Are we able to get a copy of it? A lot of times, it is no problem to ask for a copy of insurance. The insurance company will produce a COI and they will send it right to you, and you're good to go in case anything happens. Is this company bonded? A bond helps protect from theft. If something happens in your building where something goes missing and you need to file a claim, you can't do that through insurance. You need to do it through the bond company. And what I have seen often enough is that many cleaning companies are either underinsured or have no bond or both. And that really puts both out in the event that something happens. And then, of course, the most basic question, are you licensed? Are you licensed to operate? What are your hiring practices? That is a big thing in today's climate. Are you hiring people that can, for lack of a better word, are you hiring documented people? And are you following the rules of a responsible business? And the answer is yes. They should have a hiring procedure. Every business has to follow a certain hiring procedure when filling out forms such as the I-9 or W-4, and cleaning companies are not exempt from that. They need to be following the rules in the case of an audit, and this greatly helps just improve the image of that company and the overall reliability of them. Going off of that, what kind of people are you looking to hire? Do you hire full time? Do you hire part time? Full time employees, when it comes to cleaning, are a lot easy to burn out. And you are probably more likely to see a high turnover rate, especially in the commercial cleaning setting. After hours is usually the operating hours. That is a really tiring period. A full time house cleaner is very different from a full time commercial cleaner. So, what do they do? What does that company do to prevent burnout, to prevent that high turnover rate in terms of their people, to make sure that consistency is there? What time do you clean? As I've said, many commercial companies, their operating hours are after 5 when the building closes. That being said, a good cleaning company should be able to accommodate the customer. When do you feel comfortable with this being cleaned? Some may like the weekend. Some may be okay with the after hours. There are many now that want it during the day, so that way when that building is locked and closed, they can go home and enjoy the rest of their night. They don't have to worry about, are they going to set off the alarm? Do I need to be on for this? Am I going to be able to go into this movie without expecting a call from the cleaning company? Now, on the other side of that, the cleaning company should have practices in place so that way, if they are in after hours, the customer doesn't get bothered. They should have a plan in place in case the assigned cleaner calls out, a plan in place in case they come across an emergency such as a flood, a way to be able to troubleshoot an alarm that will not set without having to bother the customer after hours. A big thing about that is, how do you handle access to the building? I always love the buildings that have the keypads, but in the event that you have a traditional lock on your door, that company should have practices in place to ensure the security of your key, and they should have a plan in place of what happens if that key is lost, stolen, misplaced. Is it marked? What are their procedures in that, and keeping your personal information confidential? Because you're giving them access to your building, you're giving them a key, and you're giving them an alarm code. And their practices need to be spot on when it comes to this. In addition to that, to be able to foster and cultivate this transparency, does that company have a set schedule? Monday through Friday, that is a pretty easy schedule. You know when they're going to be in. But what if you're cleaned twice a week or once a week? What if you're even cleaned like bi weekly or monthly? What is their procedure? From what I've seen many that they do not have a consistent schedule, And they just, as long as it's done at some point during the week, then it's done. And that is a big concern that I hear from customers looking to switch is I don't really know when they come in. I don't know what time they come in. Sometimes I see the alarm set, sometimes I don't. And when they do come in, it looks like they were in here for about 15 minutes. Consistency is the key to longevity, and that is what has helped us last so long. Set days, set times, set staff. If you see turnover go through that staff, are they reliable enough to have consistent staff on the higher end? So that way you're always seeing them. That makes a big difference as well. A good cleaning company, really any cleaning company, should be able to provide their own equipment and chemicals, along with the appropriate sheets for those chemicals in the event of a fire or somebody needing to access that information. That should be spelled out in any agreement. And what does that agreement look like? Is it month to month? Is it long term, such as a year, 3 years, 5 years? Are there different little things that are written within that agreement? Do you have to pay an initial cleaning fee? Do you have to pay a deep cleaning fee? Do you have to pay to get out of that agreement should you not be happy with the services being provided? So these are many things that go into a relationship with a janitorial company. How does that company handle emergencies? Are they available to handle emergencies? Are they available to maybe you need some one-time cleans here and there. You might be a company that corporate flies in, or you have some really good customers from out of state that fly in and they are not there on a cleaning day. Are they able to accommodate a possible cleaning day and work together to ensure that no matter what, your space looks good? So these are a few things that really go into choosing a cleaning company. It may seem like a pretty trivial decision and easy, but when you break it down to you are giving this company keys to your building along with an alarm code, you really want to take the time to make sure that you are doing your due diligence in deciding who your cleaning company is. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw, click the subscribe button. If you're interested in our services, please go to ziabuildingmaintenance.com or click the link in the description below the video.